first place for us to go to begin to search that out if we want to learn what Christ looked like? The Bible, right? You think the Bible got a description of what Jesus looks like? Yeah, it do. You're absolutely right. It got it in multiple places. Let's get it. Go there.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
It says the revelation of Jesus Christ. You know what the word revelation means? Revelation means to reveal. All right? If I reveal something to you, what am I doing? I'm showing you, right? It said the revelation of Jesus Christ. Read.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow.
So it says the color of his hair was white. The texture, the way it felt, was like wool. You know what wool is? What's wool? Comes from sheep. If you was a pet of sheep, what's their hair feel like? What's their fur feel like? It's curly. Hey. Does he got curly hair? He got straight hair, right? What about this one? Curly and white, right? Go ahead.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
White parts of his eyes was red. Why? Because Christ drank wine in moderation. He didn't get drunk, but he drank wine in moderation. Right? Read.
And his feet.
Now we're talking about his feet. Antonio, man, is your feet a totally different color from the rest of your body? Your feet is a different color from the rest of your body, bro? Oh, so you got a little tan line is what you're saying. Okay, let's say Jesus got a tan line. His feet is a little lighter than his face, right? Let's get the color of his feet.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
You know what color brass is? What color? It's a brown color, bro. It's like a derivative of brown. Okay, yeah, there you go. So look, if his feet are a brownish color, right? Let's apply the same idea. Like you said, you know, your feet are a little lighter. So your face is darker, right? Same thing with Jesus, right? If his feet is already brown, is his face going to be lighter or darker? Huh? It's going to be darker. So we talking about he got brown feet already. That means his face is brown, bruh. That's the opposite of what we're looking at right here. That's the opposite of what we're looking at right here. You know what Christ looked like? He looked like the majority of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans in Oakland. Read.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
If you burn anything, what color does it turn? It turns black.
Right.
You burn anything, it turns black. Hey, you know that Christ, so based on what you see, which one sound like Jesus? This one. What are we reading? We're reading the Bible. Hey, did you know that Jesus Christ himself said that in the last days, the majority of our people would be deceived and would believe an image about him that's not true? Did you know that he said that? You didn't know that, huh? Read Matthew 24. Start at 3.
Verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying.
So you heard about the 12 disciples, right? You know what I'm saying? They learned from Christ, right? They came to him and asked him a question. What they asked?
Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming?
What shall be the sign of thy coming? Read.
And of the end of the world.
And of the end of the world. Because guess what? That's where we at right now. We in the last days.
That's right.
Read.
And Jesus answered and said unto them.
This is what Christ's response was. Read.
Take heed.
He said, beware. Be on the lookout. Read.
That no man deceive you.
Hey, if I deceive you, what am I doing? If I deceive you, hey sister, if I deceive somebody, what am I doing? If I deceive you, what am I doing? Bro, what if I just, huh? If I deceive somebody, I'm tricking them. I'm tricking them. I'm pulling the wool over their eyes. You see what I'm saying? I'm lying to them. If I deceive somebody, I'm lying to them. Christ said, don't let nobody deceive you. That's what Jesus Christ, the black Messiah, said. He said, don't let nobody deceive you, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans in Oakland. Read.
For many shall come in my name.
It said, many shall come in his name. You know how many came in his name? The Catholic Church that you Mexicans go to.
Bring it out.
The Baptist Church that you blacks go to.
Bring it out.
That's how many came in his name, and they did what?
For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ.
And they told you that this was Christ.
Bring it out.
They told you this white man named Caesar Borgia, who's the son of a Catholic pope, they told you that was Jesus.
Let them know.
That was a lie. When Christ said, don't let nobody deceive you, y'all failed. Y'all was deceived. You know who deceived you? This is who deceived you. John Smith, the founder of the Baptist Church. Joseph Smith, the founder of the Mormon Church. Ellen G. White, the founder of the Seventh-day Adventist Church.
That's right.
You see, Charles Taze Russell, because a lot of y'all like to become Jehovah's Witness. That's the founder of that religion. Charles Parham, the founder of the Pentecostal religion. These are the many that came in Christ's name and deceived y'all.
That's right.
So-called Christ's name, because they came in the name of Caesar Borgia. Brother Antonio, you understand? All right? So look, Christ said, don't let nobody deceive you. It said, many shall come in my name, saying what?
Saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many.
Hey, is your family religious at all? Like your mom, grandmother? Hey, bro, right here. Your family religious at all?
Yeah.
What was your, Antonio? What's your name right here, bro? What's your name? Juan? Antonio. What religion does your family follow predominantly, usually? Catholic, right? So guess what? Hey, my brother, and you might have missed what we was reading earlier about Jesus Christ. Let me ask you, come closer, bro. We here for you. I just want to ask you a quick question. I need you to point to something for me, all right? Point to Jesus Christ as you know him. Which one? This one?
Yeah.
Okay, based off what we, now watch this. Brother Antonio, based off what we read, point to Jesus Christ. Which one you point to? You point to this one? He's pointing to this one.
Right.
You Mexican?
Yeah.
He's Mexican. Why are y'all pointing to two different people and calling them Jesus?
See, John.
Huh?
No
No clue? Hey, Antonio, what did you learn so far, bro? Huh? This is Jesus Christ. Is Jesus Christ white or black? You already said? He said Jesus Christ is black. You ever heard that before?
Sometimes.
You heard that before? Okay. Has anybody ever showed you out the Bible?
No.
You never seen it out the Bible? Read 1:14 one more time. That's why we read what we just read. Many people under these false religions came teaching this white dude and called him Jesus. That's not Jesus. Read.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 1. 14. Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool. You know what wool is? Where does wool come from? Sheep. Sheep got curly hair, thick curly hair, right. Afro type hair. Read. As white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire. And his feet.
Hey, what color is your feet, Juan? Brown? Okay, you whitish because of the tan line, like my brother Antonio said. Antonio, don't leave, bro. There's more for you out here, man. Read.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
It said his feet was like fine brass. Juan, what color is brass? Brown. Jesus Christ got, you got brown feet. Jesus Christ got brown feet. Wait a minute. What color is his feet?
White.
So are you telling me your family was going to church, seeing this image, probably got, you might have a chain with this white dude on it, and you telling me that you got the same color feet as Jesus Christ based off the Bible? He got white feet.
Right.
But there's more. Read.
And his feet like unto fine brass,
Brass?
as if they burn in a furnace.
If you burn anything, what color does it turn? If you burn anything, it turns black. It turned black. You see that? So based off the Bible, what does the scripture say Christ looked like? Like this or like this? Like this. It's easy to understand.
It's been a long time for their eyes to see. Look at all these soldiers in the Most High's army.
I think y'all gonna do a good thing, and I'm some handsome young men, and we need more y'all. So thank you for coming through.
We're fighting all these battles in a spiritual war.
I love that, man. I've always wondered when they gonna come to my city and do it. I've seen it online so many times. I'm like, when we gonna see them, man? We need them bad. We need this bad out here. Look at that. It was right on time. Right on time.
And General Nathaniel founded IUIC.
Hey, why have you been lied to?
No, I didn't say that.
What caused your family to believe that this is Jesus?
Teach him out.
When they go to, because your family goes to church? Somewhat. Hey, but you know this. In church, don't they got Bibles in the churches?
Yes.
We reading the same Bible, bruh.
Right.
How come they ain't telling us the truth? You go to the church, they got the cross with the dude hanging on there, looking all, you know what I mean?
I mean, there's no arguments with the Bible.
But our people follow that, but the Bible say that Christ don't look like that. You see that? You familiar with any history? Sis, you know anything? Hey, sis, I got a question before you walk off. Is black history in the Bible? Huh? That ain't no hard question, sis. That's a yes or no. You ain't got to run from that. Hey, bro, right here. Is Mexican history in the Bible? Not really? What you know about Mexican history, bro?
Not much about mine.
All right, come here. Let me show you something. Let me show you these pictures. Where's the other one at?
Remember, you asked them how we believe this.
Huh?
Remember, you asked them how is it that we believe this.
Yeah, I'm showing. So take a look at this right here. This is what happened to the Northern Kingdom, which would be your so-called Hispanics and Native Americans. Matter of fact, here's a question. You identify as Hispanic? What does the word Hispanic mean? The word Hispanic literally means property of Spain. Hey, let me ask you this now. If you are property to another human being, what would that make you? A slave. The word Hispanic means slave to the Spaniards, property of Spain. Our people walk around taking pride in calling themselves Hispanic, and they call themselves slaves, not even knowing it.
That's right.
You see that? So now, these are some illustrations of when our people was made slaves. You see this right here? This is what happened on this side of the world, in the Americas. Well, don't the Mexicans come from the Aztecs? They come from the Aztecs. Don't the El Salvadorians come from the Mayans?
Yeah.
Right? This is our history right here, bro. Look. Look at this one right here. What do you see? What's taking place right here on this sign right here? This picture. Take a look. Look closer. What's going on? Huh? Okay, get more specific. What do you see taking place?
Burning.
He's burning people alive. What's this guy right here doing?
Throwing a tree.
Against what? A rock, a wall. These are our ancestors, bro. These are our ancestors. They're doing that too. You know why they did that? Colonialism. You know that's judgment from God? Did you know this is in the Bible? You knew that was in the Bible?
Some stuff.
I'm going to show you word for word. It's in the Bible. Deuteronomy 28. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15.
Read.
But it shall come to pass.
God said it will happen in the future. Now, I want you to understand this. You're an Israelite from the tribe of Issachar, bro.
That's right.
That's what you are. That's
right.
who you be. Look at this sign right here. Everybody on that side, that's who God's dealing with. What we're about to read, this is what God said to these people. He said what?
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken
If we chose not to listen to God, read.
unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments.
Because guess what? God gave his chosen people laws, statutes, and commandments to abide by, to govern themselves by. You see, he gave those to us. He gave those to you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Brother, you get a flyer? Hey, Kal-El, give him a flyer. All right? That's what happened to our people, bro. Read.
To do his commandments and his statutes.
So if we chose not to follow the commandments, read.
which I command thee this day,
Read.
that all these curses.
Hey, bro, you live out here in Oakland?
Yeah.
Would you say the Mexicans and the blacks in Oakland, would you say that they're in a condition of blessing or a condition of curses? Curses, bro.
That's right. That's right.
Curses, bro. Oakland's the only place where they got the term bipping. They don't be saying that nowhere else except for Oakland. It's our people that be gang banging and murdering themselves. It's our people that be selling drugs to their own people. It's our people that go to these churches and follow a God that looks nothing like them, that looks like the people that conquered us. I'm going to get you some more. Keep reading.
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
God said curses would come upon his chosen people if they chose not to listen to him. You got, how old are you, bro?
18.
18. So you live with your parents?
Yeah.
If you, so I know you're 18, you probably think you're grown, right? But no, okay, good. So you still follow the laws of your parents' house, right? And if you disobey that, what happens? You get in trouble. Guess what? That's the same way God is dealing with us.
Right.
We disobey him, we get in trouble. The condition of our people in Oakland is trouble. Keep it. Now we're going to get you a curse. Look at these pictures now. All right? I'm going to show you. I seen you looking at this one. I saw you looking at this one, right? You see what this is? You know what this is right here?
Yeah,
It's the slave trade. You see all these arrows? Those are the routes that they took during the slave trade.
And you want to know how we became Christians?
You want to know how we became Christians? We're reading it. Get 49.
Sir.
What's your nationality?
Black, Mexican.
Black and Mexican? Okay. So we're reading Black and Mexican history in the Bible. This is going to answer that question. Watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 48.
As a matter of fact, read 15 again just to bring him up to speed. Bear with us, Brother Juan. All right. What's your name, bro?
B.
P?
B.
B. Okay. B and Juan. Watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments.
So God gave his law, statutes, and commandments to a specific group of people, the Israelites in the Bible. That consists of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. So you said black and Mexican. What's your father?
Black.
Your father's black, so you would be an Israelite from the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
Okay? My brother Juan right here is an Israelite from the tribe of Issachar.
That's right.
All right, so God gave his law, statutes, and commandments to us. Reading the repercussions if we choose not to obey the commandments that he gave us. Read.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day,
Stick with me, Brother B. Stick with me.
that all these curses.
Hey, bro, is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? It's a bad thing. What's the condition of our people in Oakland? Blessed or cursed? We cursed, bro. So it said, God said that we would be cursed if we chose to disobey his commandments. Read.
Shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Get verse 64.
Verse 64.
This is going to answer your question. How do we become Christians, right? Read.
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
So guess what? One of the curses that came upon us, Brother Juan, is that we would be scattered amongst all people. That's why you could go anywhere in the world and you're going to find a black, a Hispanic, a Native American. You're going to find our people no matter where you go. And when you find us, you're going to find us in the same condition. Downtrodden, on drugs, hating ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Generally speaking, our people hate themselves. All right? It said we would be scattered. What you're looking at right here is called the transatlantic slave trade. We were scattered throughout the four corners of the earth by means of this. All right? Keep reading.
From the one end of the earth even unto the other.
We've been scattered from the one end of the earth even into the other. From the east all the way to the west, from the north all the way to the south. We've been scattered. Read.
And there
In these other lands that we went to, where we was conquered, because guess what? Is this not a part of our history, Brother B? Isn't this our history? All right? This is what happened when we were scattered. But on top of that, what happened when we were scattered there?
and there thou shalt serve other gods.
I think you missed it, B. You heard what it said? We should what?
And there thou shalt serve other gods.
It said we would serve other gods. You know what that's talking about? Let's keep reading.
Which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
Because these other gods that it said we would serve, our forefathers didn't know them. Our forefathers didn't worship them. Read.
Thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
Even wood and stone. Brother B. Brother B. What are some major religions that our people follow? Islam. You know what that is? The stone. It said even wood and stone. You ever heard of the Kaaba stone? That comes from Islam. Hey, a lot of black folks think that's the black man's religion. Islam. No, no, no. You see what we looked at, that slave trade sign? Hey, Juan, you heard of the sub-Saharan slave trade? That was the slave trade that took place before the transatlantic slave trade, which the Arabs ran. The Arabs ran that. You see that? And Mecca, which is over there, is one of the biggest slave ports. That's how it became Islam. Hold on, Brother B. You quoted one. You said Islam, right? Yeah. What's the other religion?
What's the other one?
Christian. Read it again.
Even wood.
Because guess what? What do they use? What? Idolatry. What's the symbol of Christianity? Huh? He said the cross. Right. The cross. Hey. What did they use to make the cross? They use wood. It's talking about Christianity and Islam, bro. That's how we came to follow those religions, bro. All right? But there's more. Brother Juan, watch this. Read 49.
Verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee.
It said, the Lord would bring a nation against us. A nation against us. Hey, what nation do you think that was, bro?
Bring it out.
Well, I'm dealing specifically with the Mexicans. What nation do you think that was? Spain. Because I asked you earlier, what does Hispanic mean? Do you remember what it means?
It means slaves to the Spanish.
Exactly. That brother's listening, man.
That's right.
That's what I'm talking about. It said, the Lord would say what?
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
From far, because if you look at the country of Spain and you look at the country of Mexico, are they even close to each other? No. Here's a map. Here's a map. This is called the Western Hemisphere. This is called the Eastern Hemisphere. Guess where Spain is? The Eastern Hemisphere. Where's Mexico? The Western Hemisphere. So guess where Spain is? On the other end of the world, just like it said it again. Read it.
Against thee from far.
Read it from the top.
Yes, sir. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee.
Against you. Not for you, against you. Read.
From far. From the end of the earth.
From the end of the earth. Read.
As swift as the eagle flieth.
As swift as the eagle flieth, Brother Juan. As swift as the eagle flieth. Here you go. As swift as the eagle flieth. I want Amos 5, man.
Yeah.
Hey, look at this. What's the symbol in America? The eagle, bruh. It's on the dollar, it's on the quarter. You know that was a symbol of the Romans? You know that was a symbol of the who? Bring it out. The Spanish, that was their symbol. That was their symbol, bruh. You just said the Spanish came from over here. It said, the scripture said the Spaniards came over here as swift as the eagle fly. What's on the Mexican flag?
Bring it out.
Huh? An eagle!
Right.
The eagle's on the Mexican flag. Why? Because they conquered the Mexicans. And now you guys take pride in calling yourself a slave, following these BS religions.
Bring it out!
Singing songs. Give me Amos 5.
Bring it out.
Give me Amos 5. This is what God, hey, bro. What you think they singing to? You think, hold on, let me ask you a better question.
Bring it out.
You think they singing to Jesus? Or do you think they singing to this? Huh? This what do you think God says about that?
Don't worship a false god.
Absolutely right. Now watch this.
Amos chapter 5 and verse 23. Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs.
What do you say?
Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs.
You see that? because they ain't keeping the commandments. They ain't singing about the truth.
Right.
They ain't coming up the scriptures.
Right.
We've been deceived, bruh. Remember what we read earlier? Christ said, beware, take heed, let nobody deceive you. And it ain't to bash them. Give me Romans 10. Give me Romans 10.
Bring it out.
Read. Romans chapter 10 and verse 2. For I bear them record that they have a zeal of God.
Because our people want to have a zeal of God. They want to worship God.
Right.
But how do they do it?
But not according to knowledge.
There's no knowledge in that. You know what the knowledge is? That's one form. Let's get Malachi 2 and 7. Let's get Malachi 2 and 7. Read.
Malachi chapter 2 and verse 7. For the priest's lips should keep knowledge.
It says the priest's lips should keep knowledge. When you go to church, when they sing their songs, there should be knowledge in that. But let's see what that knowledge is.
And they should seek the law.
The what?
The law.
God's laws. Juan, you understand that? God's laws.
Out of his mouth.
So if the priest's lips keeps knowledge, what should be coming out of his mouth, Juan? The laws of God. The laws of God, Juan. You right, bruh. Hey, I'm going to show you a law. You believe in God, right? You want to serve the Lord with sincerity and humbleness of heart? Well, let me show you a law. Let's see if you got a humble spirit, bruh. Give me 1 Corinthians. All right? If you would take a look at us, if you look at me and my brothers, you see we don't got our head. I'm going to use my brother on the camera. He got a hoodie, right? He ain't got his hood on. Why? Read.
1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
Okay, so we're dealing with the divine order of the Lord. It said the head of the man is Christ. So we're men. Who's the head of us? Christ. Christ is our head. Read.
And the head of the woman is the man.
Who is the head of the woman? The man. So you understand the order so far? Christ, man, woman. Who is our head? Christ. Read.
And the head of Christ.
Now Christ got a head. Read.
Is God.
Who's the head of Christ? God. So look. God, Christ, man, woman. Who's our head? Christ. Christ. Watch this.
Every man praying or prophesying.
So guess what, bro? Anytime we're coming out the Bible, we're bringing out prophecy.
Right.
You see how we read the history in the scriptures? That was prophecy before it happened. Now it's history. Everything else we're reading, this is all prophecy. You understand? So if you're in the midst of prophecy or praying, read.
Having his head covered.
And let's say, like right now, you're listening to prophecy with your head covered, right?
Dishonoreth his head.
It's dishonor to our head, which is who? Christ. Another word for dishonor is what? Disrespect. Right. If you want to serve the Lord, if you want to serve Jesus the Christ in sincerity, you wouldn't want to disrespect him, right? So you listening to the scriptures with your head covered, what should you do? What you gonna do?
That's
all
right.
Praise to the Most High, bro.
That's right.
That's a humble spirit, bro. That's a humble. Hey, check this out, brother Juan. That shows you got some knowledge.
Bring it
That
out.
shows you got some knowledge.
Right.
They ain't gonna teach you that.
Right.
We coming out the scriptures.
Right.
It ain't sometimes the script. Hey, I'm gonna tell you what. You ever heard the saying, "The truth hurts"? Sometimes you're gonna hear some truth and you might be like, "No, I don't know about that." But guess what? If you want to serve the Lord sincerely, you're gonna do what the scriptures say.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is